This video is going to give you an amazing lesson on life. I don't care if it's the business world, I don't care if it's at home or for prepping and preparedness. There's one attribute that we all must embrace, and it's adaptability. We have to be adaptable. And stay through the video. At the very least, even if it's not for prepping, you're going to glean some stuff from this that's going to make your life so much better. Some standard truths that I find, in my opinion, most people don't embrace. Because when it comes to adaptability, we've talked about in the past, we love, it's a human nature thing, we love complacency. We love to get into a position where, I'm nice and relaxed. But if you're going to survive, especially any type of economic crash, possible war coming, you have to be adaptable, period, end of story. So how do you do that? Well, there are, again, some certain attributes that we want to look at that will make it very helpful to you. And the first one is embrace change. It's difficult because when you become complacent, you don't want change. You want to be relaxed. You want to stay in your area. But if you get a mindset and learn to embrace it, in fact, this is what financial people do. I try to embrace this myself financially. Whenever there's a huge change, when markets change, when markets fluctuate, it's not a downturn. It's an opportunity to do better, an opportunity to make money in different areas. But I want you to understand embracing change is not just a financial thing, but anything in your life, you can embrace change. It's a very difficult thing for some people to do. And right off the bat, in the comments, put below if you are one of those people that you don't like change at all. But big shocker, change is coming. And it's how you embrace it. It's going to help out with that. Number two, with that, we have to be open-minded. We think, we have mindsets. Have you ever heard that the truth is in your mind? Everything that you believe to be true is all your sets of values. And it's difficult for us to step out and listen to other people's values and such. So when we are open-minded, we always want to look at new ideas. We want to find new ways of doing things. And instead of watching a video and being pessimistic, which, some people are inclined to doing, saying, no, that won't work, stop and say, maybe it will work. I just need to be more open-minded because that's when you start learning some really good things. Next, and this is like one of the things that really hits with me, is develop problem-solving skills. I love solving problems. It could be everything from one of my kids bringing something up to me, or how am I going to make the schedule work, or anything. I love it. I love using my noggin and figuring out how to remedy situations that present itself all the time, right? And they do. We have all these problems occur. And if we just sit back and say, well, I'm just going to brush it under the rug, you know how it works. Later on, it's going to come back rearing its ugly head. And honestly, I find that today's culture, probably one of the biggest things we see with probably even 20-year-olds is they have a very difficult time because they don't learn these problem-solving skills. In reality, it takes everybody a lifetime to learn this anyway. But don't look down on a problem. Don't look down on challenges. Challenges will always make you grow. Keep that in mind. Challenges are a great thing. And with that, be resilient. Because you know what's going to happen is you're going to try to fix these problems. You're going to try to do these things, and you're going to fail. It's going to happen. Failure is not a bad thing. Failure is a good thing. It just tells you don't do it that way again. It steers you in a different path. So if you're going to be problem solving and you fail, great. There's another way I know not to do it. I may need to tweak it. I may go in a completely different direction, but you have to be resilient and don't let it bug you that you failed in that situation. And of course, with this, we must always, always keep learning. And I'll say it again with an open mind, because there's so much information out there. There's so many skills and things that we could acquire. Keeping learning is a huge thing. And people talk all the time, I don't have the money to prep. Of course you do. You have the internet, you're watching YouTube. You could learn. And of course, if you're going to learn new traits, practicing those new traits is even more important, because you can put it in your head, but unless you actually try to bring them out in fruition and do it, that's a whole different story, especially if we're talking about a crisis. You can't learn new skills and not practice it. And when a crisis hits, you're going to crumble. You must practice in everything you do. And then on top of that, be positive. Stay positive in everything. And that's why I really started shifting this channel, because a lot of people started perceiving what I was doing as fear-mongering. It's not. It's always trying to look at the positive stuff. This is how you prepare. It's about survival. You ready? If you're going to live in a tornado zone, a tornado area, I'm not saying tornadoes are going to hit you. I didn't make up the weather patterns. But if you're going to have tornadoes in your area, this may be something you want to do to be able to prepare for that. Oh, you're fear-mongering. That's not fear-mongering. It's common sense. And so with that, I always try to stay positive. This is how you do it. You do this and this and this, and we're going to make it through this, guys. It's not about, I always say this, right? It's not about surviving. It's about thriving. It's always using the opportunities to make it so it works better for you in the long run. That is the key to not just prepping, but business and life and everything else. But with that in mind, you ready for this? Be willing to take risks. Always make them what I call them calculated risks. Don't just simply just willy-nilly, there's an old school term for you, willy-nilly jump down some path and do it. You have to have an idea and say, I think this actually might work well if I take this risk. Don't be scared of those, because you'll find when those risks pay off, it's the highest reward you'll ever have in your life. All right, so we definitely have change coming. Good, bad, it's always going to be good. It may be bad in your situation the way you perceive it now, but if you change things, you literally can morph your situation. So again, it becomes an opportunity. And the more you do this, and the more you stay positive, it's actually going to help you manage stress better. And I know that this whole genre of preparedness has stress associated with it. And I find there are so many people out there that are constantly living in this fear. Fear, fear, fear. No, we prep and prepare. We do all this so we don't live in fear. We do this so we don't have the stress. You can't prepare for everything. You can't do it. But the more adaptable you are using all these traits, that's the key. You have to be adaptable, and don't think it's always going to be one way, because you know what? What's Murphy's Law say? That guaranteed what you do, it's going to go wrong. Anything that's going to go wrong, it will. And so you always have to be adaptable. Oh, you know what? This path I was going to go down, not going to work. Let's try this one. It's a good chance that one won't work either. Let's try this path. So be adaptable, everyone. And this is not just a prepping lesson. This is a lesson for life. And the more adaptable you are, the happier and smoother sailing everything will be for you. Put in the comments below, are you an adaptable person? It's something some people truly have to strive and try to be adaptable. And then some people, it just comes naturally. Adaptability is a beautiful thing and will help you out. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.